Hi, my name is Shanna Crofton. I am the Assistant Superintendent for Teaching and Learning in Yarmouth. And previously in my career, I have been a director of curriculum, I've been a building principal, and I've also been a teacher. And I really enjoy my current role, but what I love about what I do is that I get to work with teachers, with administrators, and with kids as well. So I feel like it's a very well-rounded position. So I was initially inspired by a professor that I had in undergraduate, and when I took her class, I was really thinking about going to law school. And then probably after about the first 5 minutes of class, I had decided to really change my career direction. And I would say that came from the fact of her energy that she brought to class, genuine enthusiasm around working with some different populations of students and how she went about doing that. And then I think that the readings that she brought in, as well as opportunities to get into classrooms to observe teaching and learning in practice, I just found it exciting, and I found that it was something that I really wanted to do. And I felt a connection both with the kids and the actual instruction, but I also had just a desire to learn about the research behind what makes a really good classroom environment. I think one of the things about the district that I currently work in that I am really proud of is that I feel like it's a genuinely collaborative group of people that are working in the best interest of kids. And I think that it's the teachers, the administrators, the staff, and that includes bus drivers, facilities, and also the town itself. I think it's an environment where people really support the schools and they have high expectations of what happens in the schools, but everybody is genuinely willing to work their hardest. And I think that goes for the kids that walk in the door as well. So I think kids all walk in with a different story, but they all come in to a place where people embrace them and they are bringing their best selves. And that's something I genuinely appreciate. And what that does is fosters innovation. And so one example that I would give with that is that we have a teacher who really wanted to bring in a greenhouse for kids at the high school, but also have that available for kids at all levels. So the teacher, took his own initiative to really get this project going, and he got a team of educators together. He brought the idea up to our superintendent, who, some people might crush that idea right away, but instead our superintendent was incredibly supportive and said, let's work together, figure out whether or not this is going to work. And then that has really moved forward with the support of funding from an education foundation, as well as obviously that in the future, hopefully through the local budget. But I think that's an idea and an example of things that I think that may not be able to happen everywhere. And we're in a place where people work really hard to work together for the best interest of kids. And I genuinely appreciate that. It's exciting. I think we're in a really interesting time in education because we've got AI that is coming in and it's truly changing what's happening in a classroom environment. And I think that everybody in education is used to responding and having to change, but I think the changes that we're seeing now are different than we've seen in the past. And I feel like with education, people talk about it being repetitive and that things come around in circles. And I would say I feel like where we are currently is a time where things are really genuinely going to change how we teach and how kids learn. In terms of specific goals, what I hope to accomplish is we are working on program development pieces. So CDS is coming into the schools, and we are trying to work together as a team to do that really well to support our youngest learners. Other programs that I'm really excited about that we're looking at and continuing to build are extended learning opportunities. And I think that's really becoming quite robust at our high school. I think we're looking at multiple pathways at our middle school and how we can best support with that. And then personally, on my own level, I want to get into classrooms more and support teachers and support with the curriculum reviews that we're in the midst of, because I think that that's something that makes learning better and more enjoyable for kids. So outside of school, I'm a mother, and I have a 7 and a 9-year-old, and I absolutely love being a parent. And the things that we love doing together as family are skiing, hiking, biking, anything outside. Our kiddos are in hockey and soccer and a lot of different other activities. I help to coach in some of those, and I just love being part of what they're doing and enjoying the outside.